happy Mother's Day, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Tovia. Today, simply Sara and I are doing a collaboration for Mother's Day. Please do not forget to stop by her channel to check out what she's making. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this super easy strawberry pound cake. You'll find the full recipe in the description box below. Please don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm not going to use very many strawberries because we don't want to weigh the cake down. Plus there's going to be strawberries on top of the cake. So I just have 3 medium-sized strawberries here, and I'm going to just use my paring knife to cut the tops off. Then I'm just going to slice each one in half. So I'm going to just use my paring knife to sort of slice the strawberries in sort of diced pieces. So we're going to take all our strawberries and we're going to put them in a bowl. So I have here my cake flour. I'm just going to dump it into the bowl. And when I measured my cake flour, I just spooned it into the measuring cups and stuff and leveled it off. I didn't scoop it out of the container. So that way the flour is not packed in there. So we have here the salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Dump that into the bowl. I'm going to mix that together for a few seconds. So after mixing that, I'm going to add my sugar. Just mix it together for a minute. So I have here my butter, which is at room temperature. It's not too soft. You don't want it to be too soft, because if it's too soft, your cake is going to come out kind of oily. I have my buttermilk, which is here at room temperature. I'm going to add my eggs to the buttermilk, and I'm going to just combine them together. And then finally, to the egg mixture, we're going to add vanilla extract. So now what we're going to do, this is what's called the reverse creaming method. I'm going to add half of this egg and milk mixture in with the butter. Just add half. Then I'm going to begin on low speed. So this is going to begin to cream together. So as soon as you see all that flour mix, we're going to start to increase the speed a little bit here. Let's turn it off for a second. I'm just going to use my spatula to scrape any flour that's on the bottom up towards the top. And just mix that. Now the flour is starting to combine. Just going to increase the speed to high, medium high. I'm going to let this go for about 45 seconds. So, with the machine on low, I'm going to add half of the remaining egg mixture. As soon as you see that milk dissolve, we're going to turn the machine off. We're going to give it a scrape. Then I'm going to add the remaining egg and milk mixture. And then we're going to combine just until everything dissolves. I'm going to just turn the machine off and give it one more final scrape here. Always scrape the bottom of the bowl, so that way you don't have any clumps of flour and batter that's all throughout the batter. You don't want that. You want the batter to be as smooth as you can get it. Okay, so I combined it for a few seconds more. Okay, so the next thing is I have here a 7-inch cheesecake pan or a springform pan, and I have a large piece of wax paper. I'm going to fold it in half, and when you fold it in half, you want it to be larger in the bottom of your pan. So I fold it in half here, and then I'm going to just lay the parchment on top of the cheesecake pan, and then I'm gonna take the then I'm gonna take the ring that goes around it, just forcefully press it so everything could be secured inside. So once you get everything pressed in, just pull the latch, and you might have to sort of help it, but now we got that clamped in there. And I'm going to take a pair of scissors and just cut off all that edge. And what this is for is to make sure we have a super tight seal on the bottom of the pan so nothing leaks out. So just trim all that excess paper off here. I have some baking spray that I'm going to just spray on the inside of the pan, so that way it doesn't stick to the sides. Let's just give it a nice coat. So now we have here the cake batter. I'm going to just take my strawberries, dump them in. And see, like I said, you're not going to need a lot of strawberries. This is plenty. Too much strawberries will weigh the batter down, and your cake will come out sort of wet and not cooked on the inside. It's already going to be sort of wet from the strawberries, but that's okay. So after folding everything in, I'm just going to pour it into the pan here. So now this is going to go in a preheated 325-degree oven for about 35 to 45 minutes. I would suggest not to open the oven until about 35 minutes. So the cake took about an hour and 10 minutes to completely bake, and I let it cool completely. Just the next day, I covered it with a kitchen cloth. So we're just gonna unmold it. So I just took the ring off. It should just come loose because we sprayed it with baking spray. So have a look at this, beautiful. Beautiful. You can see all the strawberries in there. So I'm going to go ahead and slice it and show you how I'm going to serve it. So I'm going to just cut here. Look at the nice size of this beautiful strawberry pound cake. And of course it's on the wax paper. So if need be, just kind of press it upward, and it should just come right off. And look at that crumb. Beautiful, moist pound cake crumb. It's absolutely moist. You can just see all that moistness from everything. It's a nice, dense pound cake. So if you like a dense pound cake, this is perfect. And the way I'm just going to garnish this is quite simple, because this is a easy dessert to make. I'm just gonna take a dollop of some whipped cream and just sort of place it on top. Then I have here a strawberry here, and just place the strawberry on top. So now I'm gonna give this cake a taste. Oh, it looks so moist. It's beautiful. Let's get the strawberry off. Look at that moist crumb. Very dense and buttery. Oh my goodness. This is so moist, so buttery, so dense. Perfect amount of strawberries on the inside. Bottom is perfect. I'm going to show you guys the bottom. It's not burnt. Nice golden exterior. So there you have it, guys. How to make a strawberry pound cake. Please add this to your playlist. Share this video. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe with notifications so you'll be notified of my new uploads. And I generally upload on Mondays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but sometimes it's a little bit off because I got some things going on in my real life. But I am trying to be dedicated. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you everyone who's purchased items from my wish list to help me with my channel. I really appreciate all of you guys. Please remember to live and be well. Let's do what we can to come together as one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to stop by Sara's channel.